Hello, friends. Just wanted to have a quick word with you all and check how is your CAT preparation going on. Is it going fine? Well, if it's going fine, it's on track. Good. Keep it up. Keep a track of your scores. Mark out the areas where you need improvement. In case it is not, in case you have not yet started, here's my advice to you. We still have enough time to make a beginning right now and still be able to do good enough for ourselves to get a call from one of the premier MBA colleges. We still have 4 clear months, which is a reasonable amount of time, and leaving aside the days that we will get in November, because usually the CAT is held on the last uh, Sunday of of November. So even if you have not yet started preparing for CAT this year, you still have enough time, because if you remember, some of you may have seen our last videos where we spoke about an average graduate needing about 5 to 700 hours of focused study to be able to clear an exam like CAT with a good enough score. A good enough score in this case would be, say, 99 percentile or thereabout. If you are aiming at something like 95 to 97, uh, you probably even need even less of a time. So if we are starting even now, if we are starting from 1st of July or the first week of July, we have full clear months to prepare. Now 4 months together, 120 days or so, even if you are spending about 5 hours a day from now, you are getting 500 hours. So as we keep talking, depending on where you are, you may not require more than 5 to 700 hours. So if you are completely uninitiated, you really don't know anything about these exams, and you don't really have a very good background in terms of your understanding of English or maths, then you need to put about 700 hours. So even that means that on a daily basis, you need to put 7.5, 8 hours. So as I said, let us not look at the number of months that are there. Let us look at the number of hours that we need to put in each day from now onwards. So if you're starting now, and if you are assuming that you are an average graduate with a decent score in your graduation, and you have some basic understanding of the things that you have studied in class 10. So in such a case, you will not need more than 500 hours of focused study to be able to crack an exam like CAT and to make it to one of the top institutes. So look at it that way. But what is more important is, and what we always stress on is, that where are you putting those 500 or 600 or 700 hours? We will find a lot of students putting in a lot many hours. In fact, much more than these 500, 600 hours that we are recommending. And still at the end of it, we find that in spite of going through probably some of the better known coaching institutes, in spite of putting in very long hours, uh, many students struggle to make it to one of the top colleges. In fact, many of them fail to get a call also from any of the good colleges. Now, again, as I said, we have been discussing about how important it is for every student to understand himself or herself and accordingly prepare a study plan. Largely, the reason why people do not make it to one of the top colleges in spite of putting in very, very long hours of hard work is because they are doing what everybody else is doing, or they are working in a manner which has worked for somebody else, and they are trying to replicate that. The key here is to listen to everybody who is talking about the strategy or the methods or the approach has got some value to add. Listen to them, but then introspect and see what out of all those is going to work best for you. So if I'm really looking at an exam like CAT, and if we look at the kind of questions that are there, we have discussed this earlier that they do not require a very high level of knowledge of subjects. They do require a very high analytical mind. They do need you to understand properly what exactly the question is asking you. So probably they need more of an analytical bent of mind than they need your knowledge of some theories that you have studied on maths or other subjects, or probably your very, very deep understanding of English language. What they require or test is primarily what is the application of whatever you know. And what you know here is not restricted to your book knowledge that you have acquired. It is about the common sense approach to various kind of situations. So when we go through various videos where trainers are talking about, or cat toppers are talking about the best strategy, our word of advice or caution is that strategy may work for some people. That strategy may have worked for that topper. You need to find out what will work for you, because your level of knowledge, your level of understanding, your style of learning, your pace of learning could be very, very different from anybody else. It will not match exactly with not a single person. So what you need to do is to start with take a few mock tests and then very clearly try and do a SWOT analysis. If you need any help in this, because when you have a third party looking at the performance from a distance, the assessment is more realistic or more unbiased and neutral. So take these tests, and then you can probably take our help or help of anybody who's available to try and help you understand what are the areas where you are really good and where you don't really need to put in that many hours. What are the areas where you really need to brush up your basics a lot more? What are the areas where you are good at basics but you probably need to practice a lot more, take more tests and all? Which are the areas where you probably know the basics but probably your pace is not good enough to be able to answer the required number of questions in the allotted time? So for all the tests that you take, it is very, very important to do a SWOT analysis. As I said, we will help you do this, and thereafter we make a personalized study plan for you. This personalized study plan you can make for yourself too, but in case you need professional help, we would be happy to do it. But we would, even otherwise, if you are not taking our course also, we will still be happy to help you with a in making a personalized study plan which is specifically meant for you. So please make a personalized study plan. It could be, as I said, for 500 to 700 hours. That should be good enough for anybody who is just starting to prepare for an exam like CAT. But then allot those 500 or 700 hours in the right manner across the topics and areas that you really need to work on. We really need to keep tracking how well we are covering the topics that we need to cover, what is our level of mastery of each of these topics, and we also need to keep in mind how many questions usually come from that topic. So while probably to cover the basics or the entire curriculum or the course that is usually there in an exam like CAT, 2 months should be good enough. But then, as I said, if we are saying that in general 2 months is good enough, we are not really talking about the number of hours that one needs to put in. So all that we are saying right now is the number of hours that you put in will depend on who you are, what you know, what you don't know, and a lot of other similar stuff. Do not put in mindless long hours because you expect the exam to be very tough and everybody would be slogging, so you need to slog. A very focused, planned hard work is required, and that hard work is not something which is like unbelievably hard work that you have to slog for 12, 14, 15 hours. If you are having 4 months, 4 clear months in hand, 4 to 5 hours of hard work on a daily basis would be good enough, with probably the weekends meant only for taking the mock and no uh, other study. So it's a good enough approach, but as I said, it is very important to look at what kind of study plan you would require. That kind of insight will come only after you take at least a couple of mock tests, and for each of these mocks you do a SWOT analysis for yourself, or you take the help of any professional or any friend or colleague or any senior who will help you assess or analyze the test results, and then sit down and make a study plan, allocating the required number of time or the required hours to each area as per the need that you have. Is the most important factor which will help you achieve your goal of getting into one of the top colleges. Putting in just long hours, going through anything and everything that anybody is recommending is not the best way to prepare for such exams. We have been discussing that if you are actually going to get about 65% uh, score in an exam like CAT, you would be among the top rankers. You will be at 99 percentile and above. Depending on how tough or how easy the paper is in the given year that you are appearing for CAT, it could be even lower than that. It could be anywhere between 60 to 65% also. So when you are taking your mocks, just see where you stand. Do a very realistic assessment of yourself while taking the mock. So use only the time that is there for the actual CAT, and stick to the timeline, and be very clear about the questions that you got right because you were confident about them, and be clear about the question that you guessed right, because guessing may not work all the time. So appear for these mocks. While appearing, be very sure about what are the questions that you really knew the answers to, what are the questions to which some of them that you could guess the answers and you found them to be correct eventually, and thereafter sit down and analyze the results. So you will realize that probably an area like geometry, which has about 5 to 7 questions out of the 34 questions in quant, you could answer only two, or you could answer more than five. If you could answer five or more, you are reasonably well placed on that topic, and you really need to probably start with tests only. You don't need to practice or study a lot of fundamentals there. If in some other area like algebra, you are struggling a lot more, and you realize that you could not even really understand what the question was asking, you really need to go back and allocate enough time for covering the basics on algebra. So that is the kind of individual study plan that each one of you will need to make, and then put in the required number of hours that you have really made a plan for. That is the number one thing that we would want you to focus on. We invariably come across many videos, many talks where people say that this is the right strategy. That is the right strategy. My simple advice on this is the right strategy for you is what works for you. So after taking your mock CAT, you just see what your score is, and then have a certain progress in mind that, okay, today, starting first week July, this is where I am. Let me now focus on these 5 6 areas, so that if I can get probably 2 3 questions from each of these areas right, my score will go up by about 15 to 18 points overall, and that will take my score from here to here. That is the kind of progressive growth plan that you need to make. And we also come across a lot of advice where people recommend that taking one mock every week or one mock every 15 days, or probably focusing on basics for the first 2 months and thereafter taking mocks, or probably taking as many mocks as possible. Various kind of recommendations are there. All of them are valid, but you have to decide and really think which one of them works for you, considering where you stand as of now. So any of these approaches may work, but what we really need to understand is what is the approach that is going to work for you. For that, it is important that you really understand where do you stand today when you are going to start preparation. It is not too late for anybody to start. As I said, if we are expected to put about 500 hours of focused study for CAT, even if you are starting with just 2 months to go for the exam and you can really put in about 10 to 12 hours every day, you can still cover whatever is required for you to prepare. Having said that, it is not good to try and cram everything inside your brain in a very short span of time, because retention and the ability to recall those things at the right time when you actually need to know is very, very important. So it is better that if it is slightly well spread out. If you have started already, it is good. If you have not started, I think even now it is the right time to say. It's not too late, it's not too early also, it is the right time. It doesn't really make sense to start very early also. Like a lot of people say that the competition is very tough and for probably CAT 2021 you need to start now. Not necessary. Of course, if you start now, you will have the benefit of probably studying only 1 hour or 2 hours every day and then do the rest of the thing that you really are into right now. If you are pursuing your graduation, you can continue to do that and probably spend 1 or 2 hours preparing for this. But the actual preparation would not require more than 5 to 700 hours. So does not matter whether you are spreading these 500, 700 hours over 1 year or you are spreading them over 3 to 4 months. It is feasible for anybody to qualify in an exam like CAT by studying seriously for about 500 hours, even if you are studying, if you are just not having very strong basics. So, individual study plan is the key. Every strategy works, but what works for you is what you really need to decide. So, my suggestion once again in one line is take at least 3 mock CAT tests and do a SWOT analysis. If you cannot do it yourself, seek professional help, seek help of anybody who is available, or you can come to us. We will try and help you assess your performance. We also have mock CATs design. Uh, if you just come to our website, which is eklavya.learning.com, and share your contact details, we'll be happy to share the links for the mocks that we have designed. Each mock that you take, you will get a complete SWOT analysis done by us, and then we will help you prepare an individual study plan for you. After this, you need to stick to this plan, and we will need to progressively monitor your progress. As I said, how much help you need in a particular area, which are the areas where you are relatively well placed and don't really need to spend that much time, and probably only taking the tests will be good enough. And besides this, what is the relative weightage of each of these topics or areas in the actual exam? So if an area like probability has got at the most 2 questions in actual CAT and for the last many years, there's no point spending 7 days studying probability. You can just go back to the last 10 years actual CAT and see what kind of questions are there and then go and cover those relevant sections of probability. It may not take you more than 2 to 3 hours. So that is the kind of study plan that you really need to make, which will take into account who you are, what you know, what you don't know, and what is the kind of questions, what is the weightage of each of the area in the actual CAT. If you focus on this simple thing and remain positive and focused and keep monitoring your progress and working on whatever shortcomings are there, you are bound to make it to one of the top colleges. So all the best. Start preparing for CAT if you have not started so already. And work on a strategy which is best suited for you. So as I said, you can listen to everybody talking about this strategy is good or that strategy is good. Then try and see which of those strategies will work best for you. So over a period, we have had some of the people who have qualified in CAT and who have completed their MBA come and talk about their individual strategies. They also have been of the opinion that you need to really check what will work for you. So self-awareness is very, very important. And accordingly, you can make a plan. So all the best with your CAT preparation. Just to remind you once again, the IIMs alone have close to 4,000 seats. Out of the 2.5 lakh people, close to 2.5 lakh people who take CAT, the IIMs will call for interview close to 20,000 people. Your first target should be to get into this 20,000 and thereafter to convert these calls into actual offers. So 20,000 out of 2.5 lakh is a very good number. It's about 8% of the people. So you have to be just probably 1 in 8 to be able to qualify. As I said, there's a lot of competition, but there is not that much of serious competition. In fact, the serious competition is probably between 15 to 20% of all those who are taking that exam. So 20% of all those who are taking the exam is about 50,000 to 50,000 students. Out of 50,000, 20,000 are going to get a call. So your chances are not 1 in 10. In fact, they are like 1 in 2.5. So give yourself the best chance of getting into one of the premier institutes. You will do MBA only once in your lifetime. Make sure and try hard enough to do it from the top colleges only. Your MBA is worth it if you are doing it from one of the best colleges. It is not good if you are doing it from very, very lesser known institutes because you are spending 2 years and you're spending a lot of money. So now is the time for you to put in the hard work and try and get into one of the top 10 colleges in India. All the best, and we'll be happy to get in touch with you over a phone call or over email or through our website. And we'll help you take that mock CAT test and then thereafter analyze and help you with an individual study plan for you. All the best. Thank you.